The word kangaroo derives from kangaroo, the name given to eastern grey kangaroos by the Kangaroos people of far north Queensland. Kangaroos are of cultural and spiritual significance to Aboriginal people across Australia. Plus, their meat was, and continues to be, a staple protein source. Pelts were used for clothing and rugs and their skin crafted into water bags. Kangaroos are the world's largest marsupials. A red kangaroo can weigh 90 kilograms and can grow 2 meters tall. Black wallaroos, at around 20 kilograms, are the smallest species. Their name a portmanteau of wallaby and kangaroo. Kangaroos have short hair, powerful hind legs, small forelimbs, big feet and a long tail. They have excellent hearing and keen eyesight. Depending on the species, their fur coat can be red, grey or light to dark brown. Their muscular tail is used for balance when hopping, and as another limb when moving about. They also use their tail when swimming. That's right, kangaroos are good swimmers. They swim to avoid predators, and can use their forepaws to drown pursuers. Kangaroos can't hop backwards and are featured on the Australian coat of arms as a symbol of national progress, an animal that can only move forwards. Kangaroos are famous for their forward-opening pouch, where the joey, baby kangaroo, develops and suckles. A female kangaroo is known as a flyer or a doe and a male kangaroo a buck or a boomer, hence the nickname of the Australian men's basketball team, the Boomers. They live in social groups called mobs. Red kangaroos are found over most of arid Australia, preferring flat open plains. Eastern greys are found from Cape York to Tasmania. Western greys have an equally wide distribution, from Western Australia to Victoria. Both species prefer denser vegetation. Antilope kangaroos live across northern Australia in monsoonal tropical woodlands, and common wallaroos are found over most of Australia, especially around rocky outcrops. According to the Red List of Threatened Species, the black wallaroo, restricted to the sandstone country in the Northern Territory, is near threatened with extinction. The remainder of the species are widespread, common and considered of least concern. Kangaroo behavior. Like all marsupials, kangaroos have pouches where the joeys are reared, drinking milk from mammary glands. Females have one young annually. However, they are able to keep extra embryos in a dormant state, embryonic diapause, until the first joey leaves the pouch. They can have a joey at their feet, one in the pouch and another in diapause all at the same time. Incredibly, each of the female's 4 teats provides different milk for the different stages of the joey's development. Kangaroos hiss and growl when alarmed. Females make clicking noises to communicate with their offspring, and males chuckle during courtship. Kangaroos are most active between dusk and dawn, as they search for their favorite foods, grass, as well as leaves, ferns, flowers, fruit and moss. Like cattle, they regurgitate their food, chewing it twice before it passes through their chambered stomach. Kangaroos need free water to survive. However, when desperate, they're known to dig holes a meter deep in search of water. Threats to kangaroos. Kangaroos have few natural predators: dingoes, humans, wedge-tailed eagles and, before their extermination, Tasmanian tigers. Introduced carnivores, such as wild dogs and foxes, prey on the young, and introduced herbivores compete with kangaroos for food. European settlement has actually been positive for several kangaroo species because of the introduction of permanent water sources, bores, tanks and dams, the provision of pasture grasses, the extinction of Tasmanian tigers and the extermination of dingoes across vast landscapes. In some areas, kangaroos are overabundant, though this isn't the case for the antilope kangaroo or the black wallaroo, whose numbers are decreasing. With the exception of tree kangaroos, genus Dendrolagus, all members of the kangaroo family, Macropodidae, rely on long, powerful hind legs and feet for hopping and leaping, their predominant forms of locomotion. Their long tails, thickened at the base, are used for balancing. This feature is most obvious in the large kangaroos, which use the tail as a third leg when standing still. Each long, narrow hind foot has 4 toes, the large 4th toe bearing most of the animal's weight. The second and third toes are united and merely vestigial, a condition known as syndactyly. The short forelimbs, having 5 unequal digits, are used almost like human arms, but all digits of the hand are sharp-clawed, and the thumb is not opposable. The head is relatively small, the ears are, in most macropodids, large and rounded, and the mouth is small, with prominent lips. The pelage is generally soft and woolly. In many species it is grizzled, and stripes may be present on the head, back, or upper limb.